ANBERNIC RG556 Retro Handheld Game Console Review. Real-world performance that holds up. Somewhere between nostalgia and modern gaming, you probably felt stuck. You wanted PS2, GameCube, maybe even Android titles in one device, but every handheld seems to compromise something. I remember someone unpacking a new retro console only to realize it struggled with the very games they bought it for. That disappointment lingers. Be honest, have you felt that too? It is rarely dramatic, just quietly frustrating. Hours spent tweaking settings, watching frames dip, or hearing a fan struggle during a long session. One user told me they nearly shelved handheld gaming altogether after missing a tournament night because their device overheated. That kind of friction drains the fun, slowly. But clarity is possible when performance and balance finally align. This is where the ANBERNIC RG556 Retro Handheld Game Console changes the conversation. It blends Android 13 flexibility with emulation power in a way that feels deliberate rather than rushed. Don't just pick any retro handheld console. Make sure it has Hall effect joysticks so you avoid stick drift and inaccurate inputs that everyone complains about. The Unisoc T820 processor paired with 8GB RAM handles PS2 and GameCube titles with steady confidence, while the 5.48-inch AMOLED screen delivers deep contrast that makes older games look unexpectedly refined. A busy consultant once told me he nearly missed a deadline because his previous handheld kept throttling during testing, but the RG556 stayed stable thanks to active cooling and a heat pipe system. The difference felt immediate. Controls remain precise, audio feels fuller through dual speakers. Storage is expandable up to 2 terabytes, which means your library grows without anxiety. And yes, I tested long sessions myself. Here is the bonus insight most overlook. USB-C DisplayPort output lets you shift seamlessly from handheld to monitor when you want a larger view. Daily use reveals its real strength. Immediate result? Smoother sessions without constant tweaking. Weekly win? Less time adjusting emulators and more time actually playing. Long-term benefit? Reliable performance that builds trust in the device. A gaming hardware expert noted that the AMOLED display and Hall controls elevate the overall experience beyond typical retro consoles. One influencer mentioned that PS2 and GameCube testing felt stable, especially compared to older Android handhelds. An industry analyst described the RG556 as part of a growing wave of hybrid devices that successfully merge modern Android performance with classic emulation versatility. A verified user wrote that battery life lasted nearly a full travel day, adding that the console felt solid and well built. I noticed after 3 weeks that I stopped worrying about drift or overheating altogether. That mental shift matters. Some may question Android 13 longevity, but ANBERNIC continues photo updates, and core functionality remains stable for emulation and Android titles alike. See why so many enthusiasts quietly prefer it. Which feature speaks to you most? The AMOLED screen, Hall joysticks, or cooling stability? Drop a quick comment. The confidence builds gradually. The ANBERNIC RG556 Retro Handheld Game Console offers something practical: balanced performance, vibrant display quality, and durable Hall controls in one portable system. Join the many creators and players already seeing consistent workflow and gaming improvements. Results may vary depending on configuration, but the stability is real. If you want a handheld that feels ready for both retro emulation and Android titles, this is a strong place to start. Simple choice. Click the link in the description and experience the difference today.
For demo videos and current pricing, check the link in the description.